Did you make that box?
Yeah, it's like
That's
a little
awesome.
That is really
chicken
cool.
carrying
Parker
case
made it too.
box.
Parker.
Yeah, Parker helped.
Oh my
Oh!
Hello, welcome to Gifted Guitars. Today is a very exciting day because we are going to be giving the chicken guitar to my mother. She has not seen it yet. She does not know I'm making it. I managed to keep it a surprise somehow. Now, it's time to give it to her. Before I do want to kind of go over a couple things about this guitar that I like, some improvements that I want to make as I continue my journey learning how to make guitars. First off, the thing that I love about this guitar is the fact that it's a chicken. I feel like this is the kind of thing that you would find at like some wacky thrift store or antique shop and go, that's cool, I need that. That is so awesome. I think it's got that vibe. I think it definitely hits that pretty well. I also really like the piece of wood that I selected and the way that the painting and carving turned out. I just think, especially on the back, look at the wood grain. It's just so pretty. It's just a pretty piece of wood. So I really like that. I love this on the headstock. I think I'm gonna do something, not this, but come up with some sort of Gifted Guitars logo or something that I can put on future guitars, because I just feel like that really adds an element to it that's a lot of fun. It just makes it a little more professional. I don't want to say that I'm disappointed with elements of this, but I do want to kind of go over some things that I want to improve in the future. First off, the guitar that I made this out of originally was very cheap wood with very cheap screws, and the wood must have been as soft as like soap or something like that, because when I tried to use the same screws on this piece of wood, quite a few of them snapped. Everything still seems structurally sound and like it'll work, but that was disappointing. Another thing that it's something I'm struggling with all the guitars, I'm still working on it, is I did sand a little too deep. It's kind of hard to notice on camera, but in person you can tell, like right there, I went a little too deep with my sanding, so it took some of the color off of the final paint job. It really only happened like there's a little tiny ding here and a little bit here. Overall, though, I just think for the fact that this is such a wacky little guitar, I think it turned out really, really good. I'm really excited about it. And I love that we made a custom case for it that is themed to the guitar. I've never done that before. I think it turned out fantastic. It was so fun to work with Parker on that. And yeah, I'm nervous to give it to Mom, but I'm also really excited about it. I feel like with other guitars, I was more nervous about giving the guitar to them. With Mom, she's my mom. She's gonna like it no matter what. And it's such a ridiculous guitar. I'm really going for just laughter here. That's what I'm hoping for, is just some laughter. It's a fun guitar. So let's take one final look at it, and then we will jump into the future when I give this guitar to my mother.
Christopher.
I got you something.
That's me.
The railroad
Yeah,
track.
it's for you.
Wait,
That
that's
box
cool.
is so fancy.
I like the box.
Did you
This
make
is
that
cool.
box?
Yeah, it's like
That's
a little
awesome.
That is really
chicken
cool.
carrying
Parker made
case
it too.
box.
Parker.
Yeah, Parker helped.
Oh my
Oh! Wow!
goodness.
That's
That is so awesome.
This is so cool.
The egg.
Oh my goodness! chicken.
I thought you could hang it up in your kitchen or something.
That's amazing.
I
That
would
is so
love to,
cool.
Christopher.
I like the egg.
Can you
Wow.
pluck out a song for us?
So there's a guitar called a Fender Telecaster, and that
Yeah.
label says it's a Hender Telecluster.
Did you show that on there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I've got a lot of videos of me making it.
That
So
is really cool.
That is so
And
awesome.
the egg is the volume.
Oh my goodness. That is so cool.
That is the
Something-
coolest thing I've ever seen.
Parker helped me make the case. You want to show her the case?
Now it all makes sense.
There's a flap here.
Oh, a secret. Whoa. Look at the pick. Look at the pick.
What is it?
It's an egg.
That's so cute.
Adorable. Oh my goodness. A strap and a pluggy thing.
Flutch thing.
Oh, look at the inside of the thing. That's so.
That is so cute.
Well
and this
thought
little
out.
thing.
It's mainly a decoration. It works, but I thought you might want to put it in your kitchen or something because you've got a chicken theme.
I do. This
I
is
thought
so
in the
nice.
mornings-
Thank you.
You would learn
So-
how to say.
Was this a kit that you started with, or you just start with a piece of wood?
I had a guitar, a small guitar. I can show you the original body of it, and I took it to pieces, got a piece of wood, and then made the chicken out
So
of a
you
piece
just
of wood.
Wow.
got a piece of wood.
It's just a piece. The body was just a piece of wood when I started with it,
Wow.
That is
and
amazing.
then the rest of it was from another guitar.
This is from another guitar player.
And it's mini sized because I didn't want it to take up, like a whole bunch of your wall or anything
So
like
is this
that.
the
no,
actual
this is-
grain in here?
Yeah.
Looks like feathers.
Yeah, well,
looks so
I
cool.
did some. There's some feather in there, like you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
That I did with the airbrush, but then the grain is actually the grain from the wood.
That is so cool.
So
I gotta look at the top again.
I thought you would learn how to say cock-a-doodle-doo on the thing, and you would be like cock-a-doodle-doo, and then you would play cock-a-doodle-doo.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
How long did it take you to make this?
So I started in October, but not because the guitar took me terribly long. It's just life
Life
gets in the
Life
way
is busy.
sometimes. But yeah, I've been working on
So
this
cute.
since October.
So cute.
That is really awesome.
That's cool. That looks so cool.
So if you couldn't tell from the clip that I just showed, that was actually at my birthday party. It was a really good opportunity to surprise my mom with it because she had no idea what was happening and there was a lot of family around. Incidentally, Colleen was there and she's been at almost every guitar gifting that I've done. She was at Rachel's, she was at JoJo's, she was at her own, she was at the Weislife's one. It's just funny how that has worked out. Anyway, this whole time, I've been building this guitar thinking that it's just kind of a funny showpiece. That's just how I've looked at this guitar. I've made it play well because I wanted to be able to play it, and I take pride in that element of what I do. But I didn't have any idea that Mom would take it seriously at all, and she seemed to take it very seriously. It wasn't just a joke gift to her. She really genuinely seemed to enjoy it. I showed her the little amp that initially came with this guitar. I don't know if you remember from the first episode of this. And I was like, yeah, and I think I'm gonna take it apart and put it into a guitar. Unless you want it. Do you want it? You can have it. And she was like, yeah, I wanna play this thing. So I gave her the amp. She's just like really excited to actually play the guitar, which I was not expecting. So I got a text from her right afterward, which also happens with a lot of the guitars. I'll get a text the day after or like later that night from the person that I give the guitar to. And I don't know, I think there's this like second realization that I put that much work into something for them, and they text and say thank you again, which is always super nice. Like it feels so good when that happens. But she did that, and then while she was over here, she said that she knew how to play guitar. Which I didn't know. I guess she used to play guitar and she's starting to learn guitar more. And she's been practicing with this guitar, which my dad just brought over to my house because she wanted me to re-string it because one of the strings broke on it. This guitar is the guitar that I learned to play on. This is actually a guitar that my parents gifted to me, I think on my 12th birthday is when I got this. And I tried to learn guitar on it. I got really frustrated. None of the lessons really stuck. And I learned a little bit, but not a ton. And it sort of ended up in my parents', in one of the closets in my parents' house or in the garage at my parents' house. And when I was in college, I asked for it back. And they gave it to me, and that's when I really started to learn guitar. And I learned on this guitar right here. Want to see it? There it is. Anything in the little, oh, she's got a little tuner in here. She has been playing. This little guy is a classical acoustic guitar, and it has nylon strings. Obviously this one's broken here, and we're gonna string it up. I used to be really nervous about musical instruments and touching them and messing with them. I was always afraid I was gonna break them, but obviously since then I have gotten a passion for tinkering with electric guitars. I've actually also tuned Jessica's piano. She inherited this old piano from her grandma, and I just tuned it the other day because I've gotten some confidence from working on these guitars, and it was really fun. It's time consuming, a lot of strings, but a lot of fun. Anyway, that's not that important, but I'm gonna string this up for Mom as a little extra thing for her and give it back to her, and she can practice on this and play with the chicken guitar. I just want you to see the difference between the shine on these frets and the shine on these frets. That is the difference between polishing your frets and having a guitar for, what, 20 years without polishing them. I polished all of these until here. You can feel it when you run your finger across it. This one's like slick, and this one's like pretty rough. This is a tiny little guitar, not as small as the chicken guitar, but it is little. It brings back some memories. I love the way this guitar sounds. It's very very warm. This still has some stuff on the bottom of it. There's a story behind that. I wonder if I can get that off. I played Elvis in like a thing in junior high, like a lip syncing competition. And I wasn't actually in the competition, I was just like, Elvis just comes out and like does a little lip syncing thing. And I was Elvis. And I brought this guitar to be Elvis with, and I did not have a guitar strap. And this also doesn't have a place to put a guitar strap on. So what they did is they grabbed some duct tape, slapped it onto the side of my guitar, went over my shoulder, slapped it over here, and we got most of the duct tape like glue residue off, but there's still some on here for me from in junior high when I was Elvis. Pretty ridiculous. All right, I'd say that this is in better shape than I got it. It has all 6 strings now. They're new strings, I cleaned it up. And it's time to give this back to Mom, and she can practice with this and with the chicken guitar, and now she's got 2 guitars. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Gifted Guitars. If you liked it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. It was super fun working on that guitar, Next time I am going to start working on a brand new guitar. You don't want to miss it. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of the uploads. The next guitar is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you to see it. So be sure to tune in. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.